That is why people like me are people that run businesses. People like me are people that run industries. People like me are people that run governments.
In 1992, Simmons became the first black man to hold a major world title in wrestling. It was treated as a one-off. WCW never pushed Simmons as the face of the company, and when WWE got their hands on him, they didn't push the world champion, they pushed a stereotype.
Now let me tell you this. I heard you come out here talking about brother this, brother that. I'm not your brother. You should know there are no guidelines on the street when it comes to fighting. There are no rules that you follow on the street.
In WWE, Simmons became Farooq, leader of the Nation of Domination. The group looked like a bold statement, pro-black, militant, unapologetic. Fans thought WWE was finally letting the black voice speak, but here's the problem. It wasn't authentic.
Farooq, right out to a player that's greater than you, dog. Let me tell you something real quick about you. You icons. Okay, you're an icon of
Got that right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, but let me tell you about icon. A 57 Chevy was an icon, chump. You think a 57 Chevy can hang with a brand new Viper?
All right.
Aaron, you're right. I'm like, you're an icon. Like some other people I know.
You're a car now, right?
What it used to be.
You're a car now instead of a wrestler, right? See, that's
the problem is he's part of the establishment, and all that's about the gentleman very soon.
The Nation wasn't really about black power. It was about Vince McMahon's version of black power.
What you're saying.
Heard Ahmed Johnson. You know, would I expect anything else from a coward that comes out and steal me from behind? No, I wouldn't, okay? He knows in the neck of the woods that there is no fair play in love and war. And oh, by the way, you're getting out there speaking of Rodney King. You remind myself of Rodney King. No, can't we all just get along? No, we all can't just get along. You know why? If we could get along, we'll all be one color. And that is the difference, brother, between you and I. I know this, you don't, but you will find out.
That's why they threw in the white wrestlers like Crush and PG-13. It was the Black Panthers reimagined in a way that white audiences wouldn't find too threatening.
Here's another one, Crush, that wasn't making any waves here in the WWF. Just idle, just moseying along. But when he joined the Nation, what happened? I took him to championship status. What did he do? Stabbed me in my back. Well, Crush, you can join your place, take your place in the unemployment line. Fired. You're fired. You can't fire me, punk. I'm good. And when I look around here, as a matter of fact, ain't none of y'all took no bump, ain't did a damn thing. Get the hell out of here.
Watching a bunch of brothers actually being able to go out and create havoc, yeah, I was definitely off into that. I was like, yeah, man, let them run. You know, Rock, D-Lo, you know, Run, you know, Kama, from old school.
Kama
exactly.
Mark Henry,
Ahmed Johnson, you know, he was in there.
Oh, yeah, he was in there for a minute. Owen Hart was in the Nation for a minute.
You know, they didn't discriminate. You know what I mean?
And Farooq, he played the part. Loud, angry, militant, but never truly in control of the message.
How does it feel to be the #1 contender for the World Wrestling Federation Championship?
When was the last time that the World Wrestling Federation had a black man to wear that belt? Can you answer that for me? You don't feel a black man is worthy of being champion of the WWF, but you do feel a black man is worthy of washing your car. Those were those days, and this is a different day and age.
My fair respect, because I tell the truth. First of all, we're going to talk about Farooq, because you know and they know how I feel about Farooq. Farooq's a sellout, he's a liar, he's a racist, he's a cheat. But you know what? What he said last week was the truth. I want to know, when has there ever been a black man that was able to get a shot for the title?
Well, there have been a number of them to get a shot at the championship. There has never been a black World Wrestling Federation.
And I wonder why. But you know what? I'm not going there with you. Because I'm not a racist. See, to be a racist is ignorant. For me to sit there and be a racist will be cutting off my ability, will be making me ignorant like Farooq. I'm not ignorant. I'm not a racist. I like everybody.
It was power on the surface, but submission behind the curtain. When Farooq feuded with Ahmed Johnson, things got ugly.
Ahmed Johnson, on all that thick black skin of his, is a white man that's dying to get out. Guess who shows up in your living room then? Uncle Tom, black man, that every time I look at you, reminds me of your black ass.
Not to mention being drowned out.
And knowing your same old dumb black self, you're gonna show up there, stupid and alone. But look at me, when I come this time, I'm gonna come in full bloom.
No doubt about that.
First of all, let me ask you something. You overdressed, charcoal-colored punk. You know why I'm not scared, you ignorant punk? You and that piece of trash and that jailbird, you know what?
It was almost like Ron Simmons was used as a tool to keep Ahmed Johnson, the proud black man, in check, to show the locker room that standing up for yourself would get you buried, and to show the audience that the militant black leader was still under WWE's thumb. After the Nation, Ron Simmons' career took another turn. He became one half of the Acolytes with JBL, a white Texan cowboy.
It just doesn't happen.
Hey man, that's too bad about what happened to you, man. You know, they had to dog you out like that, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, is this the last call for the APA?
Say the word fire! Say it! Say it, punk.
I didn't say I was firing the APA. I said I was firing you, Farooq.
What? Oh, man.
You need to think about your own future, Mr. Bradshaw.
Hey, hold on, man. Don't tell me. After all these years, well, I'll be damned.
Man, I got my portfolio to worry about. Man, I'm a financial stock analyst on national news. I work for Fox News. Man, I got a book. Man, I'm a freaking one-man conglomerate. I can't just walk away from this because you said something stupid.
And that's the controversy. Was he willingly playing into roles that made black wrestlers look weak, submissive, and laughable? And to make things even worse, Farooq's legacy is defined by the Acolytes. However, JBL went on to become the undisputed WWE champion and break records.
That is why people like me are people that run businesses. People like me are people that run industries. People like me are people that run governments.
Ron Simmons' career forces us to ask uncomfortable questions. Did Simmons sell out to keep a paycheck? Was he a trailblazer or WWE's biggest sellout? You tell me.